practicing photography for a little over 10 years now. It's something that I enjoy doing. Today I want to talk about the Olympus XA. I just purchased this camera probably about 4 months ago and have been shooting with it for about 3 months now. The XA is a small 35mm rangefinder camera. It was designed by Yoshihiro Maitani. He was the chief designer for Olympus for 40 years. He designed some really well-known cameras. He designed the Olympus OM1 and the Olympus Pen. The XA features a 35mm lens at f2.8. It's also designed for aperture priority with a little lever on the side of it where you can go ahead and control your f-stops. What I like most about the XA is that since it is very small, I can go ahead and slip it into my bag, or I can put it into my pocket. This camera is mainly for just the joy of photography. I don't really shoot anything serious. If I am going to be shooting something serious, most of the time it's either going to be with my digital camera or with my medium format camera, the Bronica ETR. Even for its size, you can still fit a roll of 35mm film in it, and it'll go ahead and expose the entire 36 exposures, which I think is pretty neat. Just having the ability to have a ready-to-go 35mm rangefinder camera that just fits in your pocket. I went to go see Death Grips at their show here in Phoenix. I only shot a few photos at the show. They are these long exposure shots that I feel like perfectly captures the feeling and the emotion of the concert. Since the shutter was open for a while, you do get these like light trails of just the crowd being moved back and forth. I feel like these pictures illustrate what it was like to be at that show. Also, the entire show was just cast in a red light through the entire time. I think that really helped set that atmosphere of the chaos and the high energy that you have at that show. Being a fan, it was definitely a wonderful night, and I'm glad I got to capture it on the XA. About a month ago, I was hired to take some pictures for my friend's band. The band is called Earth Surface People. And they were hired to do 2 shows out in Albuquerque, New Mexico. So I packed my gear and caravanned out to Albuquerque. The band members had a practice session of their set before they went on that night, and I wanted to save my batteries and the camera for the show that night, so instead of taking out the big camera, I just took the little Olympus XA and the Bronica. Personally, I feel like for the backyard session, the XA was the perfect camera for that situation. Since it is not a big camera, there's not pressure on people to put on a face. They can go ahead and just be themselves, be relaxed, bounce ideas, and I feel like these photos capture them in a more natural state. If you are interested in what kind of film I was using for these photos, I was primarily shooting with CineStill 400D, also using black and white film as well. I have taken the XA with me to family events over the spring. We had a lot of birthdays. I feel like this camera is perfect for kind of capturing like a quick idea or a quick scene that you see. It does just work like a point and shoot for the most part. I do want to get some of my family photos printed and have them send out to the family. You know, I kind of do miss having physical pictures and, you know, sharing them with people versus having it, you know, digitally on my phone or seeing it on a computer screen. I feel like there's a certain connection when you do have a physical picture versus just having it in this digital space. And I feel like we're losing that. I think that about does it for what I want to say about the camera. This is not really like a review. It's kind of more just sharing my experience with the camera, kind of my thoughts on it. I guess in conclusion, I think this is a great camera, and I have been looking for a point and shoot camera that will allow me some type of control over my images. This has been a video of my experience with the Olympus XA. If you enjoyed the video, or even if you made it this far, thank you so much. I do want to make more videos in the future, so if you want to stay up to date on what I'm doing, please subscribe to the channel. And if you like my photo work, first off, thank you. And you can go ahead and see more of it on my Instagram page. I'll go ahead and leave that in the description below. My name is Cheyenne Weston, and I'll see you next time. Thank you so much. Goodbye.